Warning, this video may contain foul language, crude humor, and is meant for an adult audience. Please be advised. Hello and welcome to another edition of War Journal Toys. I am Jason, your toy vigilante, here to be your forward observer in your toy hunting missions. Let's debrief. So today we are looking at another 8.5-inch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Trapjaw from the Netflix animated kids series of line of action figures. It seems like they have minis, 5.5-inch, 8.5-inch, and then I don't know if I think the armored battle armor He-Man and Skeletor are 8.5-inch also. But it's just interesting. You had the same figures and there are 3 different sizes, or at least 2, 3, not 4, 3 or 4. But moving on. So I picked this up. I had to go to the Valley, i.e. Phoenix metro area, to pick up my niece, and drove up there early so I'd bypass traffic. And I went through a little town called Coolidge, Arizona, and they have a Walmart, and I was going through there when they were opening at 6, so got there, went in. They didn't have a lot on the shelves. Well, they had a lot on the shelves, nothing that I was missing. But so I decided to pick through the boxes of this because He-Man and Skeletor were up front. And I was like, oh crap, just the same old group. And then I decided to fish through the boxes, and sure enough, Trapjaw here and Stratos. Got him, and I'll be doing a video on him. They were sitting next to each other on the shelf, so I picked them up and continued on to the Valley and came back home. So they had the standard 8.5-inch boxes, nothing special. You got the regular artwork that was just like the 5.5-inch carded. The action figure looks pretty much dead the same to the 5.5-inch compared to the 8.5-inch. There's not really much differences, except there's no fire thing that comes out of his arm, and the hole is plugged. But he does have better articulation than the small one. So I'm going to put him down for a second, pause the video, and take him out. Alrighty guys, we are back, and Trapjaw's doing yoga, sort of. But no, I like to pull out my action figures out of the package I have found before I do a review on them, because I like messing with them and seeing what they're capable of doing on display. And this one, I discovered he can kick you in the chest if you want to set it up like this. But yeah, there's no sticky holding him up. He's just holding on by pure balance. So let's take a closer look. Like I said, I looked at him before, but this one, he is quite more articulated than the little one, because his elbow bends. You got the shoulder, which is cool, and it twists. And then you got the elbow, which is nice. And then his wrist turns. So that's cool. This is actually, I like this one better than the 5.5-inch personally. His boot does turn on his leg. He can do the full splits. And then his little apron, or skirt, whatever, apron, whatever you want to call it, is like a rubbery black thing. And then this is his painted, I guess the bad guy symbol. But, so you got the big boots just like the little one. Big and armored. No pegs on the foot. I forgot to mention that in the Stratos video, but yeah, there's no pegs. Also, no hole through the gun thing on his arm. Now this part does turn, so when you display it, you can depending on what orientation you're looking for, or if he's going to have somebody actually in his claws, so you can turn it so it can hold the character without maybe falling over or whatever. His armor thing is a rubber thing, like his skirt thing down here, or shorts, whatever you want to call it. But he's articulated like that. You can see it in the blue. So that goes in and out. That part, this part also spins, which look kind of rough, but that's okay. I'd rather have a little rough than too loose, because too loose action figures don't cooperate on display. And so this one can move this way, but it's also got a ball on it, so you can get that to do that kind of a motion. So that's nice. And then his head is pretty much turned left, right. He has a little bit of up and down, but not enough to really brag about. So, but yeah, there's Trapjaw. Let me set him up. The 8.5-inch figure. And then I'll bring out his little brother. So you can see pretty much same figure with it minus the hole on the big one. His teeth are a little more red on the big one. If you look at the teeth, which is nicer on the big one then. See if I can get him to stand up here, and then we'll pull out the alternative that came with the cycle. And if you don't know, Trapjaw has this weird cycle that he comes with, but it's an alternative color. So you get this guy, which he's in his green motif, green and red. And then he's got a green claw, which is actually pretty cool. This blast effect, this actually comes with that character, but the coloring on this is pretty similar. So to highlight the fluorescent green, it just looked better to me. So I went that way, but the boots are the same, skirt's the same. It's just not painted where the little snake thing is, or the little shield thing here. But yeah, so you get three. So far there's three iterations of. See if I can make him stand up here. Like I said, the 5.5-inch ones don't stand up as well. But, so, there you go. This is the group of Trapjaw from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe animated series from Netflix. You got the 8.5-inch, the 5.5-inch, and then you have the 5.5-inch that comes with the little motorcycle track thing. If you haven't seen that video, go back probably like 3 or 4, maybe 5 videos, and you can see the review on that. I'm Jason. This is War Journal Toys. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.